Welcome back. Week 3 is upon us. Week 3 NFL picks and predictions. Nick Alberici here. Um, Another video I'm doing early in the week. I know last week was crazy. I'm doing them on Tuesdays because, just Wednesdays. I just got a lot with work and stuff, and I don't really have time to film and upload. That's why I filmed today. I'll probably upload in the same tonight. So don't get me wrong, come Saturday, if somebody watches this and say, oh, that's not the line anymore, or this guy's out, it happens. So already it's week 3, 2 weeks gone. And just think, and in 2 more weeks, it's basically 25% of the season's done. So just a week of craziness, a week of wow, and a week of it is what it is. And I'll go into that as we go on to the video and talk about the games. So here we go. So Thursday, September 22nd, we have the Steelers at the Browns on Thursday Night Football. Cleveland is 4.5. Over under is 38.5. It's supposed to be raining during this game, it says. So 60 degrees and raining. At first, I liked Pitt, but then I saw a line the other day at 4.5, and I said, nah, I said at home, Browns are going to win. It's going to be close, though. 24-21. Could go either way, but I think the Browns, that game against the Jets, blowing that is embarrassing. I can't believe that they lost to Flacco, but yeah, I guess it's football and it's fixed. You know what I mean? So, and the Steelers, I didn't expect them to lose at home. Did I pick the Patriots this week? I forget. I don't. But I think when the game started, the game changed. I think I was going to change that, but the video is already up, so it doesn't matter. But it should be a really good game, I think. It's not like a fun game to watch, but it should be at least a close game at the end, entertaining game. Sunday, here's the shit game of the week. Texans, Bears. Chicago's 2.5 at home. Over/under is 40. I like the Bears, I guess. They haven't played too bad of football yet against the Green Bay. Not too bad. They lost, but they at least made Rodgers, they brought pressure on him and stuff, and they're back home. Davis Mills, Texans. I think it's going to be really low scoring, like 17-13 Bears. Both of these offenses can't do shit. So, it is what that is. Not going to spend much time on that garbage. Next game, Raiders, Titans. Las Vegas is 2.5. Over-under is 45.5. Yeah, I like the Raiders here. At home, 0-2 after 2 difficult losses to start the year. Difficult. Shit happens, though. That fumbling against Arizona, they had that game won, but they folded twice. At the end of regulation, mid-third quarter, and there. So 3 times. What are you going to do? So, that's going to be a good game, though. I mean, the Titans, they're not the same team anymore. So, but it's still going to be tight because it's in Tennessee. I'm going to go right here. I'm going to go at 27-21 Las Vegas. It just Devontae Adams isn't the same guy, I don't think, on the Raiders. He's not. But Raiders are angry. Just put it that way. Next game, a little bit of a weird line. Chiefs at Colts. KC's only 6.5, 49.5. To me, that line I think should be like 8 or 9, dude, because the Colts blow. I mean, you're getting shut out by the Jaguars, and everybody thinks the Colts are good. I don't understand it. Matt Ryan's, he's got not even 3 years left. Jonathan Taylor played like shit last week, and the receivers, Pittman was out, and I don't even know who the receivers are anymore over there. I think this game, I know the weird line's weird, but I think Kansas City puts it to them. I think it's that Mahomes indoors game, and it's just going to be like bang, bang, bang from Mahomes. Not so much the Colts. But I want to say right here 31-13. I don't see the Colts doing much of anything. they're just lost right now, losing tying with they tie with the last place Texans and the third place Jags. I mean, shit, two of the top five worst teams in the AFC right now, um, or maybe even in the league. So that's not good. So next game, Bills Dolphins. Buffalo's 5.5, 53.5. Yeah, give me Buffalo. They're just unbeatable right now. I don't know how anybody could beat them. Miami had that incredible comeback win. That was pretty good. But usually after wins like that, the team puts up a stinker the next week. Expect that. Expect a 26-17 type of game for the Bills here. Um, it just a 9-point win. It just Allen like digs it. It's supposed to rain though, so if it's raining, it might be lower scoring. Um, but give me right there. Give me the Bills. It's gonna be it's just that type of game where Tyreek and Diggs are gonna want to outduel each other too. So we'll see. But it could upset alert, but I don't really see it. All these games are upset alert now. I mean, look at it. You know what I mean? Shit. Um, that. So, all right, so next game, Lions Vikings in Minnesota. Vikings are 6 at home, over under 53.5. First of all, Vikings are unbeatable at home, right? So, yeah. And second of all, the Lions looked good last week. They really did. First 2 weeks actually, but I think their first road test of the year, a hostile environment, which is Minnesota. We were just a different team at home. We had an embarrassing performance last night. The Eagles are not even that good. We just fucking played like shit. I think if these Vikings and Eagles, if they met again in Minnesota, Vikings would definitely win. No doubt in my mind. Playoffs next year, if they play in the regular season, if like sometimes they do that NFC East, they'll play one team from that division. I doubt it's going to happen because they just did that a few years back. I forget when it was. But no doubt in my mind that the Vikings would beat the Eagles. But forget about that. I know the Eagles fans won't give the Vikings respect for the rest of the year. The Eagles fans that know football will do that. Like a couple guys I already talked to, they say, oh, yeah, Vikings are a good team. Don't worry about it. They have the division locked up. That's Eagles fans I like. But the Eagles fans that I refer to as uneducated Eagles fans would say, don't matter how good the Vikings are for the rest of the year, we beat you. That's fucking, excuse my language, but that's little kid stuff. That's what like kids in second grade would say or third grade. They'd make fun of a team just because they beat them. Like, you don't do that. And on paper, if a team is better than you, you don't do that. Like it just depends where you play. So, they're an even much team, the Vikings and Eagles, even match, but Vikings have him with the running back. Hurts and Cousins. Cousins is better in day games, not in prime time. Eagles D is better right now. Their tight end's better, but we have better receivers, and I guess their own line's better. It's an even match teams. If a game was played in London, it would have been a pick 'em. I mean, that's just how it is. Both teams will win the divisions. Both teams will be in the playoffs. It is what it is. Maybe they'll meet again, but I don't care if my team lost to the hometown team. It's not really a big deal. Like as much as people think it is. You know what I mean? So, but just focus on new week, new game. I don't give a shit about that. I'm glad the Eagles fans are going to put doubt into us too. I'm going to love it. And when we do good this year, they'll be sitting there like, damn, Nick was right. So just remember that. Okay. Lions, Vikings. Vikings should win here. 31-20. I think after being humiliated like that, I just think he's gonna throw like 3 touchdowns here. JJ will be back on track and he'll be like, oh, there comes the Vikings again. So then you got next week, and it'll be 2-1, perfectly fine. So I'm not worried about it at all. Next game, Ravens, Patriots. I gotta hurry up here. My phone's at 15%. So if I'm going a little bit too fast, I'm sorry about that. Ravens are 3 at New England. I like the Ravens here. I'm not a big fan of New England at all. I think they're pissed about that loss last week. Give me Baltimore here. It's going to be close. I'm going to say 27-23. I think, Lamar's angry. Everybody's angry over there. So give me Baltimore. Next game. I'm actually going to call this game, to be honest with you. I'm going to call it my lock of the week. I'm going to call the Bengals over the Jets. Think about it. Last week, Bengals, last 2 weeks, they lost heartbreak. I mean, they're angry. Jets come off that big win. Last year, they played each other on Halloween. The Jets won because of a bullshit penalty. And the Bengals remember that in the back of their heads, and they ain't going to do that again. So, 4.5. I think the Bengals win here by at least 10. I'm going to say 27-17. Give me the Bengals. Next game, Eagles at Commanders. Eagles are 6.5, 47. Eagles will win this game. The Wentz Blues. You know what I mean? He sucks. So it's gonna be a little bit closer though. I think as people think. I'm gonna say Eagles might struggle though. You know what I mean? Because it's on the road. I know it's only in Washington, but after a Monday night game like that, a big win, thinking they're the best team ever, and their fans already thinking they have the Super Bowl locked up, which is crazy. I don't know why, because Buffalo would demolish them if they played them, but whatever. But 7-point win. I'm going to say 24-17. It's just how it is. Wentz. Saints, Panthers. New Orleans is 3. Over-under is 41. Man, I picked the Panthers the first 2 weeks and they let me down. And I don't really care if they win or lose, but I thought they would win one. But you know what? Third time's a charm. I'm going to pick the Panthers here again. The Saints right now, they're just all, Kamara's hurt. You got Winston with a busted up fucking back. And I just think the Panthers are due for a win, and they're home. So, I think it could go either way, obviously, but you got to go upsets. You know what I mean? So I'm going to take the Panthers here 20-17. Game winner as time runs out. It's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be one of those games that people are going to sleep on because it's two teams nobody cares about right now. Saints have a good day, but I think Baker, he's going to throw a couple picks, but I think the Saints don't have that much of a good of an offense to capitalize on those mistakes. So I think Panthers upset them there. So, got to go for upsets. Next game, 4 o'clock window, Jags, Chargers. Chargers are 7. Over-under is 48. Yeah, give me the Chargers here. Herbert's going to play, but even if he didn't, I'd still take him. I'm going to go here. I'm going to say 31-17 Chargers. Not going to spend much time. The Jaguars last week just dominated the Colts, and once again, after a big win like that, usually the team comes out flat, especially on the road. Another one. Next game, Rams, Cardinals. Rams are 3.5. A little bit low of the line, but they haven't been playing the greatest. Over-under is 49. Cardinals come off that big win last week. Emotional. They're back home. Division rival, but I think the Rams know they need this game. And the Rams are going to win this game. So I think it's going to be close. It is going to be close. The line is a little bit low, but I think it will be close. I'm going to say 28-24 Rams. I think, it's a division game, too. I got to think about that. It's a division game. Could be the game of the week, to be honest with you. Just because. It really could be. There's not really a lot of games that stand out. But I think that game right there could proceed towards being maybe a potential division at the end of the year. Because, the Rams fuck up, it's the Cardinals division, I think. So, we'll see. But Rams will win that. Next game, Falcons, Seahawks. Not going to spend much time here. Seattle's 2 at home, but I like Atlanta. I thought about it last night. I like Seattle, but now I like Atlanta. They're another team. Two frustrating losses to start the year, but I think they're going back out west. But Seattle just stinks. They're just Geno Smith. Are you kidding me? I think they'll be able to get Pitts going. I think Patterson out of the backfield. I think Mariota should be able to run on that defense. And I just think they'll get a win. I think it'll be like a really, really good game at the end. I'm going to say 23-21 Atlanta. I think it's going to be close, but All these games are close so far, which is good, I think. A lot of them are close. So, it's a good game at the end right there. But it won't be a good game overall, but at the end it will be. Next game, Packers, Bucks. Tampa is 2. Over-under is 41. But remember, there's no Godwin or Evans, but Packers really don't have anybody on offense. So, you can tell they're just not. They beat the Bears, big deal. I think Tampa still wins because it's their home opener. I think it's going to be a really close game, but here's a crazy thing. It's going to be so close, I have it a 1-point win. Tampa Bay 24-23. You know, if Evans was here, I'd have it probably a 7 or 8 point win for the Bucks, but yeah, I think it's Brady Rodgers, you know, who's a better quarterback, and Brady's going to show him, listen, man, you know, you're a good career, but I'm the GOAT. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm rooting for Tampa, obviously. Anything's big. I would love for that NFC North to be locked up somehow by week 13. That'd be great. Not locked up officially, but like, all right, we got it. So that should be a good game too, but Tampa should win it. Sunday Night Football, 49ers, Broncos. San Fran is 1.5. Yeah, San Fran should win. I don't like the Broncos at all right now. They barely squeaked by the Texans, and they lost the. If anything came up on your phone, it's just my battery was at 10%. So if you got a little glitch at 16:40 in the video, 16:30, don't mind that. It's my battery is low, so it's at 10%. Better hurry up here. Yeah, so Broncos will lose. I think the Niners will beat them 27-20 though. Yeah, they barely squeaked by the Seahawks, or they lost to the Seahawks, and they barely squeaked by Houston. And the Niners got a big bounce back win last week against the Seahawks. So look for a Niners victory. And the Monday Night Football, Cowboys, Giants. Giants are 2.5, 39.5, and shit, dude. The Giants are gonna start 3-0. It's crazy to think that they're gonna be 3-0, but they are gonna start 3-0. I think if Dak was here, obviously I'd be picking Dallas, but I'm not a fan of Dallas's run attack. Zeke stinks, and I think the Giants just got a key on CeeDee Lamb, man. You know what I mean? And that's it. You know, the Giants. I think the Giants win this game. You know, it's gonna be close. It's still gonna be a close game. I'm gonna say 21-17, but I think overall, it's just gonna be that type of game where Dallas just can't find it. You know what I mean? Cooper Rush, I don't think he can continue his winning streak, and the Giants will be 3-0. So there you have it. Week 3 NFL picks and predictions. So hope whatever happened last week's in the past in a lot of people's minds. You know, they could think they're good for beating, winning a game when a team had a poor performance, and teams that are blown leads. I can't believe that the Ravens blew that. And new week, new everything. So I know for the rest of the year, I feel like a fool when I post Vikings stuff. Because Eagles fans won't give a shit. But that's a good thing too, because you get to show people, because a lot of people don't pay attention. They just care about Eagles around here. You can show people why we're gonna prove people wrong. So that's all I care about. And you know what? They'll probably end with a better record than us, because their division's bad and the opponents they play are shit. But all that matters is, and both teams get in the playoffs, who goes farther. Then you can really say, all right, there you go. Or if they play each other. So still looking forward to the rest of the season. I'm not going to hold a loss like that in this area. I got to hear it from everybody. I ain't going to hold it against me. I'm just gonna go along with it, and just I know people forget about it week 5. Nobody will care anymore. But I just want to show people why the Vikings won big game. Obviously, yes. Obviously, the Vikings will play another big game for the rest of the year. Yes, they'll probably play at least 3 of them. But look at it this way, it happens. So, I, I'm if we were a team, like, for example, if we were like the 49ers, who, like, you're not sure if they're gonna make it, I'll be mad. But look, we're a top 10 team in football, and we're just, yeah. So, and now there you have it, week 3. So hope everyone enjoys the video. Hope everyone enjoys the week. I know on Saturday when people watch this later in the week, it'll be like, oh, those lines have changed because I'm doing it on Tuesday. I'm gonna post it probably tonight. So then you can watch it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and even Sunday morning if you want. You could go back anytime and look at it and be like, oh yeah. So, all right. Enjoy the week of games. Skol Vikes. And we'll be back here at week 4 next week. See you guys.